Hello, and welcome back to Let's Play Firmament. We're still on this puzzle here, and this is another one of those puzzles that just sapped my interest in the game, and I had to take a break from it in order to solve this one. What we're trying to do is trying to get onto that planter and get it up to that railing thing there, as you can see up top. But I can't get it to rotate in such a way that it is actually lined up for me to do that. Has to be this one. It has to be rotated that direction for it to work right, but I can't actually get onto it from that direction. I don't think I can rotate or raise another. I don't have a raise button any further to try to get any other of these botanical bed lifts up there. That makes sense. You have to rotate twice. I thought you only had to rotate once. Okay, we're going to go back here to teleport to safe spot, which should undo the whole maze. Alright. Okay. Trying to be respectful of everybody's time here and not fumble around for an hour on the same thing. So we're going to lower this thing as far as we can. I think we ride down on left 3 to get to the Then I want one that's at the top of its excursion to lower further. Clockwise twice. Where am I? I'm on 3. Which I think 3 has to be all the way at the top for it to work. Then we can go around somewhere. Maybe. I think this needs to come down.
We are the keepers.
Good for us. Hope that's not going to help. In that direction. Which one is this one? 3. That direction. That needs to come all the way down. Comes all the way up. There we go. That was easy. If you rotate it enough, it's easy. And Mark can still climb over that mess there, no problem. And Shades of Mist 3 here with the elevator cage. Right there on Jananan. But that puzzle was another point where I had to take a break and quit and come back, I think the next day, that particular puzzle. And we are at the Omniwheel.
The deep sleep. We wake, we live, we sleep. The cycle. We keep, we are kept.
And we're going to another reservoir. It seems to me that all three of the ages or realms so far have had a reservoir. Okay. This takes us... Okay. That was not what I was expecting to see here. Let's get a closer look. No power. Again, not what I was expecting. But this must be next phase content because we can't use this yet because it needs the extra force. Bummer. So I guess we need to find our way to the arch. Which, they're being sneaky here, but we'll come back to the sneaky bit here in a few minutes. So we'll explore while we're here. Chunk.
We have all that is required.
No, we don't. Elevator. And once again, it looks like water is blocking our way to get out of this area. Towards the center of that thing. And then there are these... irrigation tower valves, which can be opened but not reclosed. So I take it we're going to want to suck water out of there and do some valves. On the other hand, this doesn't seem to be accomplishing anything immediately. There's some stairs over there. Is that going to be important? There's something over there. Maybe that crawly robot thing will be able to get us over there. Looks like that might be its purpose. We did green, we did orange, or yellow, whatever that one was. And there's 2 more on the other side of the elevator. Here's yellow. Open the valve. And if I recall, there is another conveyance pod on the opposite side of this thing. So we can go at a destination there so we can get back here quicker. Somewhere there's a pod. There it is. All right. Yeah, it was the other direction. Made the full circle when I could have gone the short way. All right. We can keep going towards the towards the arch. Without messing with any of that stuff there, and just do complete phase 1. All right. And statues and framework like they're supposed to be stained glass.
We are the workers. We are the family.
We are the story. We are the firmament.
And once again, this is the same room as in the other realm. And the process works the same way. We're going to get the concatenation. We're going to get the upgrade. We're going to move the spire thingy. This one is a thing. Alright, so first things first, pod, destination, second things, second. And that's lowering us down to the test zone. Amplified force. shutters. Alright, and we can look over there. There's 4 of those tower things, or 2 of those tower things. And we can see there's definitely something going on the one towards the rear. And off in the background, there's a square with a dome on it that just reminded me of the rotating domes in Riven. Alright, so we now have all 3 of the upgrades necessary for the... We raised all 3 spires, and we have all 3 of the upgrades for the adjunct. So our next step is we need to go back and complete Phase 2 of each of the 3 realms, and we might as well start with this one, right? And we return to the reservoir via the Omni Wheel. There's the tower thingies. And yeah, there's definitely something going on over there with... Oh, there's scaffolding leading up to the green pipe. That might be important later. And this next part drove me nuts because it involves that Camelus thing that we saw a few minutes ago, the creepy crawly robot thing. And it's just some very awkward puzzles. But now we have power. We can open up the hatch and we can drive the Camelus. And you can see that valve icon on the display behind me. And you know, if this game is nice and fair, why can't I go that way? Was I stuck in terrain? Must have been. Yeah, I need to follow the pipe better. Okay. And I find the controls for this thing very awkward. I'm used to using W to go forward in this thing. What am I looking at here? This direction here. So we move down. And you have to have distance extension to do this. sort of walk up to that thing there, and the display says docking. And while it is docking, the hatch is closed. Probably because I don't want to animate that, but alright, and there's a bunker here. And remind me when we go back to Juleston to pop open the bunker there before we go too far. We can get to the bunker there. Okay. And there's just some Camillus irrigation engine instructions. Inspect, monitor oil, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And actually, if we drop this thing, lower it back down to the ground, there's a door. And of course, the door has a socket of its own. And there we can find the valve. This took me forever to realize and to find out that you can dock the Camillus and access the bunker. And I was pretty livid that I could not find where the green valve was. It was not a... It was not something I was having any luck, because the obvious solution isn't available. There were 4 valves. This thing just feels top heavy with it that high. There are 4 valves up top, and we've only found 2 so far. And this is where the whole adjunct thing kind of runs into limitations, because I really need 4 degrees of freedom on this thing. And I can only have 2 levels of control with the... Alright, so there's the control panel there. And there's a socket.
We work.
That lowers the thing. Raise the Camillus. Is this where we want it? It is so very close. Open that, and we have 3 of the 4 valves open now. And the 4th one is almost as much fun as the green one. Center around. Yes, there's where we started. Stand here. And I think I'm going to have to do some audio editing in post and turn the sound effects down a little bit because it is thumping like mad, and my headphones are take my headphones off. It's annoying. Okay, so if we go to the right here, we see another thing here. And this is the Camelus maintenance shed thing, and it is docking for us, so we don't have to mess with it anymore. And there's the layout of the pipes. Alright. As soon as I remember where my keyboard is, we can go this direction and find this. And that wants to open this lower thing here. Well, what good does that do? Well, I'm glad you asked. The valve is inaccessible inside this cage there. There's no way to reach it except from the Camelus. Which, if you lower to this lower platform here, you can reboard it. Forget the exact sequence of events that you have to do. Okay. Let's see. I think I know what the goal is there. Because if I'm here... I see now. Okay, had to look this one up again. Because it's subtle, and I'm not... It's hard to tell exactly what the designers are looking for you to do. We're going to drop this thing as far as it goes. Back up, get off the... Now we can hit it. Yeah, so we had to get off so we could raise this bridge, which was blocking access to the pipe, and find a way to get back onto the camels. That's the goal here. And I forgot the... I knew what you had to do, mostly, but I forgot the, why. Have to sit where I can... have to stand where I can see it. Let me just drive up to where it thinks it wants... where I thinks it wants me to... where I want it to dock. And there we are. We have opened all the valves, I hope.
Our task is our purpose.
It's kind of the definition of... Anyway. Yep, now we can walk down this direction and get into a spire, and it has seen better days. The urge to pull out a camera and take a picture of the broken concrete is overpowering me. Alright, and then I think we'll call this an episode once we get to the top of this elevator, because we've run a little bit over my desired runtime for an episode. Not a big deal, but we'll see what's in this spire thing once we get there in the next episode.